The world has been waiting for this 11 a.m. Florida time news conference at Mar-a-Lago from the president. He has scooped everybody by calling in to Fox and Friends, his favoured news channel. He said they gave them a call because they had been loyal to him when it wasn't fashionable. So they clearly have exploited the opportunity for a full Q&A. I think it might be still going on. Lasting something like 20 minutes, during which he has fleshed out some of the detail, Darren, about last night, what happened and what the implications might be. In terms of the operation itself, in preparation, he said that US forces had constructed a replica of the property that Maduro was in. The lights were switched off in Caracas, he said, and at the actual moment of capture, Maduro was trying to make a break for it, trying to get into a safe space in that property, which was protected by steel doors. But in the words of Donald Trump, he was bum rushed, didn't manage to get to that safe space, and then he was taken. Along with his wife, they were then, following their arrest, they were taken to a ship, and they are described as being on their way to New York. Donald Trump said that they took a couple of hits. Their guys took a couple of hits, but they have reported no deaths. A helicopter was hit, but it, along with all the other technical kit and troops involved, they are on their way back. So it was conducted safely from a US point of view. He said they had and do have a second wave ready to go in, but that clearly has not been actioned at this stage. He was asked about what comes next, and he made it clear that the United States will have a say in that. We're going to be very strongly involved in it, he said. We're making that decision now. Clearly, that's a decision that has not yet been reached, whatever the forethought that had gone into that. He was asked about the opposition leader, Machado, who you'll remember was given the Nobel Peace Prize, dedicated it to President Trump. He was non-committal on whether or not she would have a role in the political future of Venezuela. Are you going to fully support her, he was asked, in taking over to run the country? Well, we're going to have to look at it right now. They have a vice president, as you know. I don't know what kind of election that was, but, the election of Maduro was at his grace. So Donald Trump, perhaps in typical form, certainly familiar form, a man with no definitive answers as to what happens next. He was asked about loyalists to Maduro, what happens to them. His answer was that the future was going to be very bad for them unless they turned around in their political allegiance. I'm paraphrasing there, but he said the future was going to be bad for them, certainly. So there we are, some new details on what happened last night in terms of the mechanics of capture, but few details, few certainties from the president himself, Darren, about where Venezuela and indeed the rest of us go from here.